Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Mahou Shoujo Site, Episode 7. So, last episode, we were introduced to this new magical girl. I cannot remember her name. However, her stick is a box cutter, and what she does is she has to cut herself and let the person that she's trying to use it on drink her blood, and then it heals them completely. So in order to heal somebody, she's got to hurt herself. She said it didn't really matter since she was already into self-harm anyway, so she woke up. Name. Rena, I believe is her name. The killer. She woke her up and basically explained everything that was going on with, I think it's called the Tempest, or what they know about the Tempest. Basically, okay, well, first they go to Asagiri and Yatsumura's room and heal them. And then they explain that there is more than one site, more than one admin, and that there are magical girls all over. The Tempest is basically a doomsday scenario. Most of humanity is going to be wiped out, and then things are going to start over again. But they're trying to prevent this from happening. So this other girl from the other site is gathering magical girls to try to stop it. They already have a bunch of people who are willing to help, and now they're trying to branch out from other sites and find out if anybody from there will help them. Obviously they agree. And seeing as how they're now both healed, they don't have to worry about their body shutting down from using their stick so much. At least not at this moment. And if it happens again, then she could heal them, unless she gets killed. Then we are shown a room with a bunch, like all of the admins. I don't know how many there are, but there are a lot. All of them look pretty weird. In fact, the original admin we were introduced to was actually kind of normal looking compared to some of these. Other than having Frieza's voice. I had to look it up, and somebody let me know in the comments as well that Kizuna Ai's character was introduced in this episode. She is admin 8, the admin that the other girl, the one that can heal you. She's that site's admin. So whenever you hear that character, that's Kizuna Ai. Or whoever does Kizuna Ai's voice. That's who that is. It took me a while, too, to find out, because I was trying to look up Admin 8, and it gave me, like, so many different admins except for her. I got lucky and found one image, and was like, oh, okay, so we have been introduced to her. So she's a bad guy. And now, they all basically got together in this meeting to discuss the magical girls that know too much about the Tempest and the other sites and the admins and stuff like that. And basically have decided that those that know too much need to be killed. So right now they are going around killing all of the magical girls who know what they consider to be too much about the Tempest and what's going on. So I would expect them to be attacked Not right away, or maybe this episode. I have no idea. But I would expect them to be attacked sometime soon. Other than that, Nijimi, we left off with her at Asagiri's house, talking to her brother. And apparently she finds him very attractive. They would actually be a pretty good pair. They're both psycho. She's talking or thinking about how she came to kill Asagiri, but is having second thoughts because of her brother, and the brother is thinking about how he can use her to get to his sister. So yeah, they both have ulterior motives, but we'll see how this actually turns out. Nijimi would actually be a very good asset, but I'm also kind of suspecting that the admins are immune to whatever magic that they have. It would not make sense for them to be able to be controlled by Nijimi when they're the ones that gave her the stick. It would not make sense for them to be stopped in time when they gave Yatsumura her stick. So I would assume that they are all immune to their effects. So they will have to find other ways of fighting them. At least with some of these. Like, the yo-yo, that's an attack ability. I would assume that would be able to damage them. Maybe even Asagiri's teleportation gun. That might work. But, I mean, it's not like they couldn't just go right back to where they are. I have no idea exactly how this is going to work. And that's just my assumption that they're immune to some of these effects. They could not be the case at all. So I think they were looking... No, I think actually they went back to Sagiri's house because they got out of the hospital. She went home with Yatsumura. And basically asked her parents if she could stay with them, seeing as how her house is destroyed. And her parents said it was fine. So they're roommates now. So let's get into this episode and see what's going to happen. Let's see. The video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.